What is up, YouTube? Kayla here again on another cold winter day. I'm actually on my way to a signing. I have one hybrid today. This week has been crazy. I've been super booked with a lot of different signings. Yeah, and for those of you that may not know, I did actually quit my job as a nurse to pursue this full time because I was just ready for a change. But business has been really good. It's been great. So I cannot complain. But yeah, it's really busy. So today I'm doing one signing. It's Saturday. So, I try to kind of give myself a break on the weekends. Yeah, but you need a break. But so yeah, I'm on my way to a signing, and I will come back after I get out of that signing just to kind of let you guys know how it went. Hey you guys, so I am back in the car. I'm on my way to UPS. So I did just complete the hybrid signing. It was really quick. It only took like 30 minutes. So yeah, I really like those appointments. That was my only one for today. So I'm actually, like I said, on my way to UPS to drop off docs. I have actually 2 docs that I have to still drop off from yesterday because of course UPS was closed by the time everything got finished. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then once I get back in the car, I will get back to you. Guys, I'm finally back home, comfortable. Made a couple more runs to Costco and Walmart, but you know how that goes. So I just wanted to quickly come on here just to show you guys what I have inside of my handy dandy notary bag. So I love this notary bag. It has wheels. Okay. You also have an extended handle. You can just tote this around. I like this because it's better than just carrying excess weight on your shoulders and like putting more strain on your back. You know what I'm saying? So I really like this. This was probably like 40 bucks at Amazon. And if I can find the link, I'll definitely try to link it down below if I can find it. But yeah, I really like this bag. It has three different pouches in here. So I'm just going to basically go through a rundown really quick of the things that I have in my notary bag that is deemed essential by me. Okay, so the first thing that I want to point out, because we are in the middle of a pandemic, okay, hello, is antibacterial wipes. I like these. These are really cheap and inexpensive from Home Goods. I got them for like $2. So I got like 2 of them. It's like 50 wipes in like each pouch. So yeah, it's like $2. And, I use this to either wipe off surfaces just as a courtesy to keep, the borrower safe, but also, myself safe. And you can also use this to, wipe down any of your pencils. I mean, not pencils, your pens. And then, just stick them back into your like pencil pouch or whatever. So definitely keep this. This is a must have. And then the next thing that I have, speaking of safety and health, is of course I always keep extra face masks because sometimes these things they break, okay, and then you be like, oh my gosh, like you're scrambling and panicking like I don't even have a face mask. Like, keep these on deck, okay? I have extra even in my car, but I also keep this just for myself. Also, if the borrowers they don't have one, definitely keep these on deck. I mean, you definitely don't want to hinder you from your signing proceeding basically due to you not having face masks. So definitely keep this handy. And then always have hand sanitizers. I have multiple of these. I got this from like the dollar store. Again, very inexpensive. 75% alcohol. These even make good gifts. You can leave these with the borrower, with the business card. You can even, like, if you're going direct, this is a good way to just hand like a little gift if you have like pins or merch or whatever. Like, this is a good way, like, hey, it's a gift. Like, conversation started, like, here, this is such and such, you know, this is on me, but let me introduce myself. So this, I always keep this, you know, it's always just good to have anyways. And then again, I keep these in my purse, I keep these in my wallet, I keep these in my bag. Business cards. Again, you have to put yourself out there. People don't know that you exist until you market yourself. So I definitely keep this on hand. Even if you don't want to purchase business cards, you can even make digital business cards and you can just airdrop it to people or just send it through a text message. But just as long as you have some type of way for people to contact you and just to remember who you are, definitely even invest in getting some business cards made or even just do some digital ones. That's always really good to have. And then I always keep just like some extra like sticky notes, because I don't know, like one day I may have to, you know, I don't know, write something down. So I just keep this. It's like, again, $1 from the dollar store. And then I always have pencil pouches, again, from the dollar store. This, I always keep these because they're important. You have really thick packages that you have to put together, so you don't want any papers to get misplaced, lost, you know, especially with people's important information. So I always make sure that I have a lot of binder clips, large, extra large binder clips. Okay, I keep these at all times. That's definitely a must-have. And then of course you're gonna need black pens, blue pens. I have a lot of these. Again, I think I got like these pens, the black ones from Amazon and the other one from like the blue ones from the dollar store. Again, very inexpensive. I got these pencil pouches. Well, these black ones came from Amazon, but like these dollar store. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure you have that. I even keep a fingerprint pad. I just stick it in there with the black pens, but I keep that, and that's just for my notary journal. So it may not be required in your state to even, you know, have them do a fingerprint, but I do, just, you know, just for CYA purposes. I don't have time to play games, so I would say, hey, can you give me your thumbprint? You know, it's not a big deal. Usually they will. If not, it's still not a big deal because it's not required in my state. But again, just for my sake and to cover myself, I just ask, hey, can I get your thumbprint? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then the next thing that I keep, of course, is receipts, honey, because let me tell you, you do not want to ship off documents for a sign that you know that you completed, and then the signing agency or company, they call you and say, hey, what happened to the package? I thought you shipped it off. We don't have it yet. Yada, yada, yada. You be like, well, I sent it. Okay, well, where's the tracking number? Do you have a receipt? And then you just look like, well, I don't have a receipt. Always keep your receipts. I always, whenever I go to UPS, I say, hey, give me a receipt. Even if I have multiple document packages to drop off, I say, no, scan it one by one. I need one for each receipt. And the reason being is because I actually put a sticky note for each receipt. So on the sticky note, I would just write the borrower's last name, the date and time when their signing was done or when it was scheduled, and also if it was like a regular refinance or like a hybrid refinance. And that's just for my sake. I try to be as thorough and organized as possible, just in case something happens. I can just refer to this like, hey, I have my, you know, all my receipts are here, you know, keep it on me at all times. And I usually keep it for maybe about like 30 days. After 30 days, you can just shred it or whatever, because I mean, by that time, you would have probably been heard something if they did receive it. So yeah, I definitely keep this. Also, speaking of receipts, I definitely keep these other personal receipts. So for things that I spend on, like maybe toner, I keep the receipt in this. And I got this pouch again from the Dollar Tree. So I just keep all my receipts for gas, again for toner, when I purchase this desk, whenever, you know, I purchase the printer, everything that's associated with being a notary, all the money that I'm spending, like for my expenses, like for paper or whatever, I keep in here because, like I said, I started an LLC. R. Perry Signing Services, LLC. So I plan on writing everything off, okay, around tax time. So it is very important that you keep up with this, you know, these types of things. So I make sure that I have this on me at all times as well. So moving on, let's see. I have, of course, my notary stamp. You have to have a notary stamp in order for you to notarize documents. Point blank, period. I don't know how you can even get around that. So, yes, I make sure that I have my notary stamp. I believe I got this from, don't quote me, it wasn't the NNA. Maybe Notary Supplies, I can't remember. But it was like maybe like 24, 25, 26 bucks. Not that expensive, but yeah, I make sure that I keep this on me all the time. You can even purchase, some people purchase two just in case, you know, if the ink goes out, but you can also just, you know, get the like the refill that you can just kind of, you know, refill the ink on these. So which is what I probably will be purchasing from Amazon. So yeah, make sure you keep this at all times. Then the next thing that I do, because I know some people, they purchase legal size folders, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, to keep costs down, because 9 times out of 10, if it's not a scan back, and I work like a lot with MROC, and you always have to ship back via UPS with them, at least in my state. So I just simply go to UPS, or even, because you can create an account online for free at ups.com, even FedEx, and just order you some legal size envelopes, because you're going to have to ship them back in their envelopes anyways, and they're free. So I never have to really worry about purchasing any legal size folders. I just get theirs for free, and when I you know, package all of mine, or when I print out all of my documents, I just automatically slip the documents in here with the shipping label. And I even have, if you look at my other video, I have like these clear address slips that you can actually stick to the back of these. So yeah, I just put everything together inside of the folder. I don't put the address slip on until after the signing is completed, because I just don't want, sometimes they'll have like their name and address, you know, printed on the shipping label, and I just, you know, try to keep everybody's information as confidential as possible for as long as I can until I have to hand it over to UPS. So yeah, so I just keep everything in their folders, and yeah, beneficial for me. And then the next thing that I have that I like to keep on me is this, the NNA study guide. This is just something really good and handy to have on you, just in case if you have like a question. I mean, you may be on the phone, you know, holding for a lender for a while, because a lot of them are very, very busy. So you can even just skim through this. You may actually run across your answer. So this is something really good to have. If you're at a signing table, definitely make sure that you have this, because you never know, it may definitely help you in the long run. Okay. And the next thing that I have in my bag is these clipboards, because again, you may go to someone's house, you never know what you're walking into. Some people may not even have a table. Some people may want to sign outside on their car, you know. So I just kind of have these. Again, I got like these from the dollar store, very inexpensive. So I just kind of keep these just in case I have to use them. So yeah, this is really good. And actually, it was this guy that I was watching. I think his name is Victor. He has a channel too. He's a real estate agent, and he also is a notary loan signing agent. And I really like watching his videos. I think he's in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. But he gave me a good idea, because I think he said that he's like super prepared. He had purchased, I think he said, like a folding table, and like maybe like some little folding chairs or something, and like a portable lamp. And he said that came in handy because he actually had to use it. I'm like, that's not a bad idea. But he's super prepared, so I love watching his videos. And I have a lot of other people I like watching. So, but yeah, but definitely make sure that you just have these, just to make sure that you're as prepared as possible. And then, let's see here now. The next thing that I have is, I have like, it's like a little credential package that I made up for myself, because, you know, you're driving around all the time. You may come across like, you know, certain areas. You may see a real estate agent or whatever, or maybe run across, you know, a title company. and you just want to kind of introduce yourself. So I make sure that I have this stuff ready. It just has my business card along with like my NNA background. It also has like my E&O insurance and things like that. So just in case I want to just stop by and say, hey, you know, introduce myself, here goes my credentials. Definitely make sure that you ask them for their business card so that you can follow up with them and also send them their, send them emails to their email address. So I just kind of make sure that I have some of these, readily available, and they do come in handy. So let's see. I also have some manila envelopes. I never really use these, but you never know. I do actually, if I am doing some direct marketing, I actually will slip my credentials in this though. I will use it for that. So, but other than that, I never really have to like use them because again, a lot of these documents contain legal and letter size. So I'm pretty much just using like legal size envelopes. So let's see. The next one, of course, is going to be your handy dandy notary journal. You're going to need a notary journal to record all of your notarial transactions. So anytime that you're using your stamp to notarize something, it is imperative that you fill your journal out. Even if you're in a state that does not require for you to have a journal, it's just still good practice because you never know. God forbid if you have to be called into court for something, you know what I mean? At least you have some type of log or something to cover yourself. So definitely make sure that you purchase you a notary journal. You can get these from different places. Amazon has them. You can go to the NNA. Like they have them on different sites. So it's not hard to find this. Very inexpensive. So make sure you definitely keep you a notary journal. Okay. And then I have, getting to the end, guys. This is so beat up, but whatever, it works. So this is my folder for certificates. It's all split up. But what I do is I always make sure that I have extra notarial certificate forms because you never know when you might have to attach an extra acknowledgement or jurat or anything. You may need a credible witness, and that happened to me before. So I just make sure that I have several. I have them actually paper clipped, and they're just clipped because I just have them separated, like this is a jurat or this is like an affidavit of credible witness. Like they're all just separated together. So I just make sure that I have these in my bag at all times. And if I start to get low, I just make sure that I print out more and then just stick them in this folder and just stick it right back in my bag. So definitely make sure that you have that. And then last but not least, I always like to keep me a planner. Planners actually help me to stay organized. I write down goals for the month. And I need to finish filling out. Like this thing is not even nowhere near done with being filled out. So I definitely love using this planner. Again, this helps you to stay organized. And what I typically write in here, in case you want to know, is I will write down all of my signings that I have. So I will put down, okay, this is a refinance with who? I'll write like Amrock because I do a lot of business with Amrock. The amount, the order number, and the time. Okay, so that's basically kind of, how I keep everything organized in the planner. So yeah, I know that was a lot, but that is everything that I have in my notary journal. Okay, you guys, so I hope that this video was informative. I hope it definitely gave you a lot more insight as to the things that you may need to purchase to put inside of your notary bag to make sure that you are being a successful notary loan signing agent. Don't forget, if you would like to see a video as to how I keep up with my bookkeepings, as well as how I keep up with all the different signings that are supposed to be paid out to me, definitely don't forget to comment down below, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.